What's going on, world? It's your man Jay Denham, the Lone Wolf. You can check me out or follow me on Instagram. Some of my friends call me JFK. I also don the alias of Mr. Negative. For those of you that don't know, I'm going to give you a quick example. This is a regular cover. Hopefully you guys can see that clear. This is a negative. You see that? This is a regular. This is a negative. Hopefully you get that clear. I know it's a lot of lighting in here. But today, what I'm going to show you guys is something that's not so regular. First and foremost, I just want to get to it and say that I'm pretty excited about this. It took me a while, actually. Man, when I tell you, you guys see the channel name, man. You see the channel name. I don't really got to say too much. If you don't see the channel name, you just came past this video just by a mere chance, look down. I got issues, man. I just showed you guys a couple of comic issues, but I mean, just in general, if you check out some of my previous videos, you know, again, I used to do a lot of sneaker releases, a lot of unboxings for sneakers on another channel that I had. This one I wanted to start fresh and start something new, just my day-to-day and the stuff that I'm into. So usually I'm unboxing or showing comics and showing stuff, you know, just stuff you don't see on a day-to-day basis. This is nothing short of that. It's also something you don't see on a day-to-day basis, but like my channel says, man, I have issues. So this one in particular, it happened to be a phone issue. So some of you guys out there maybe can relate. You feel that? That's air. I breathe the same air as you or anybody else, man. So like I said, we all have issues. I got issues, and this one was just particularly a phone issue. Some of you guys might have issues too. You can relate. You may have had a similar issue. The last phone I had, I was getting out of my car and had a case on it and everything, but literally it fell, boom, directly on the screen, on concrete. What a day. But today what I want to show you guys is, before I get to the real exclusivity of it, boom, check out the box. This is the Galaxy Note 20. If you guys can see that, yes, that's an N20 20. Speaking of which, speaking of 2.0, there's actually two versions of this, which is actually uncommon for Samsung to usually do. And before I hear, you know, anybody say anything or get to the comments, they're like, oh, you're not doing Apple, you're not doing. I mean, I'm kind of anti-Apple. I'm not anti-Apple, but just kind of. I haven't had an Apple phone in a very long time. The first and last iPhone I had was the i5, so that was years back, naturally. And then at that time frame, they came up with something called the 5C, and I was like, I think the 5. What does the C stand for? Cheap? But it was, of course, it was for like colors. They had like lime green, they had yellow, they had pink salmon, they had sky blue, and I was just like, they got all these shades for phones, but your company's called Apple. I said, yo, Apple, I'm coming for some of that money too, man. You guys get in touch with me. This is no joke. I literally sent them an email pertaining to like, your company's called Apple. Why would you have a pink or sky blue phone? There's not pink or sky blue apples. Why don't you have a red phone? So if you know me or you don't know me, again, you check out my Instagram, you see I do red a lot, just somewhat, you know, my upbringing. So my favorite shade is actually green. I do red and green a lot, and that's what I want to talk about. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the exclusive device right here. This is the Mystic Green Galaxy Note 20. Now, like I was saying before, there is a 20 Ultra. So as opposed to just the Note 20, I went with the 20 for a few reasons. It's better than what I had. There was a green version, and once I seen that, I was sold. But the complexities of this was, I went to two different stores. The first store, the guy was like, oh yeah, you know, we don't have those in stock. I don't see any store in the area that does. Blah 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 blah. Okay, cool, boom. I went to another store just because I looked it up and it showed the nearest store with me with the devices. So I went to another store and the guy was like, oh yeah, man. I mean, he told you the truth, but he just should have told you nobody anywhere has those phones. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, the green was exclusive. If you didn't pre-order it, you know, it was exclusive through Samsung, or, you know, if you pre-ordered through us. I have AT&T. I don't know who you guys carry or your phone services with, but so we ended up going through this whole ordeal, and I ended up getting it. Somebody actually brought this to my door. Like, I didn't get it mailed to me. Somebody physically pulled up, called my broken phone and said, hey, we have your phone, we're outside. So I went outside, and I gotta say, it's beautiful, man. Again, I love it. You can see that this is the shade that they call Mystic Green. Again, I go against the tides, man. I don't want to be like everybody else. I was just like, that's really, how many people you know with a green phone? Like, just first and foremost, how many people do you like like the phone, not a green case, because my last case on my other phone was green, but how many guys you know with a green phone? It's not a common thing, so especially something like that, and it's beautiful. I was sold on it. And again, and just some of the differences between the two. I do know that the Note 20 This is actually a 6.7 inch on the screen, which is actually not that bad. As you see, it's really, really bright. It's smooth. It runs fluent. I love it. Like I said, I'm super, super happy with it. As you guys can see, it's better than what I had before. And prior to this, I had a Samsung Galaxy. I had an S9 Plus. So with this, I do, like I said, I believe that they don't usually do multiple versions of Notes. Not usually. They have. There was the one actually that predates this. There was a Note 10. There was a 10, a 10 Plus, and then a 10 Lite. So as you see, they went from 10 to 20 real quick. They ain't even go, 11, 12. Nah, they skipped all that. They went from 10 to 20. But again, I think because we're in the year 2020, you think like in 20 makes sense. Samsung, get at me. I don't know if that's the reason you did it, but if you did, good job. I mean, if I naturally just guessed that. But yeah, like I said, I love the phone, man. The green, there's actually a pen that comes with this as well. I'm not a pen kind of guy, but yeah, this is new. So yeah, I don't know. I don't use pens, so I will literally. That's probably my second time, or ever taking this out. So will I ever use it or not? I don't know. That's it's not. That's to be decided. But as you guys see, I got my microfiber little wipe. When you get a brand new phone, you don't want fingerprints on it or nothing. But that's the thing about it too. The Ultra, I believe, had what they call Gorilla Glass on the back and the front. The funny thing about that is it's plastic. So I actually like that, to be honest with you. That's one of the things that I actually do like. Like I said, this is a 6.7 inch screen. So that's actually really, really good too. The screen on the Ultra, I believe, is 6.2, which again, that's not a huge difference between, screen size wise, 6.7 and 6.9. You're not noticing a huge big difference there. I believe that one had like 108 megapixel, I believe, on the camera. And the one that I have, this one is 64 megapixels, I believe, on the camera. The Ultra also has like a 50 times zoom. Mine's doesn't have a 50 times zoom. Mine's has a 30 times zoom. But hey, again, I'm cool with that. I'm not really a huge zoomy feature kind of guy. Again, if you check me on Instagram, you see I put up comics majority of the time, sneakers sometimes, hats. I also collect fitted hats. So, again, just my day-to-day, man, some of the stuff that I'm into. So again, this is a flagship phone, and a lot of people might have a problem with it because the price tag initially is $1,000 on this. But again, I have AT&T, so they have to where if you pay off your last phone and you turn your last phone in, you really get like $1,000 down on the phone. So I own this phone already, so I'm really, really hyped about that. But for people, that's like, damn, that's a hefty price tag. This is, again, it's a flagship phone. Some of the things that you look forward to, these are the upper echelon, of phones. So again, this. And also the price tag with the N20 Ultra was, I believe, $1,300. This is $1,000. That one's $1,300. So again, there is differences between them. There's a higher pixel density rate in that one as well. So it's like stuff like that you will. Again, some of you guys, you'll care, you won't care. But me, like I said, I seen it. It was better than what I had. It's great. Look at that. I promise that wasn't intentional. I promise. I've had this on majority of the day today. I promise this was not intentional, guys. But yeah, go green. It's my favorite shade. But yeah, man, like I said, I love it. I don't have too many issues with it. As of yet, I don't have any issues with it. Excuse me. Let me get that clear. Samsung, for anybody tuning in, checking this, I don't have any issues with the phone so far. Prayerfully, it stays that way. Again, it's clean. It runs smooth. It's fast. It's everything that you expect, again, from one of the newest phones in the market. So I have seen, and I heard people, talk like, oh, if I'm gonna get one, I'm gonna get the Ultra. I mean, that's fine. If you want to spend an extra $300, again, I'd still be $300 in a hole. Because like I said, with my carrier, when you turn your phone in, that's just how the service that AT&T is. It's like, okay, well, right now we're giving you guys a deal. If you turn it in, pay your whole phone off, it's $1,000 towards your next phone. So if I would have did that, $1,000 towards it wouldn't have been the whole phone. So, but yeah, man, like I said, for right now, I'm 100% fine with it. I believe there's also 8 gigs of RAM in this one, and the Ultra, I believe, has 12 gigs of RAM. You can cross-reference me on that. I'm pretty sure that's the stat. I remember, of course, when I'm there, I'm looking at the the little category thing, like, oh, this has this in the category. Oh, this has. But again, once I seen it, it was green, man. And then when the guy told me, like, oh yeah, nobody here has it. And I don't know where you guys are at. I'm in Pittsburgh, so you guys, wherever you're at, you could comment. Let me know where you guys are. If you've seen it in the stores, or you was like, yeah, cool, I would like to get one now. Let me know. How you feel about it. But like I said, from what I was told, go N20, man. The Mystic Green, very, very exclusive. It's not everywhere. It's not something that's in everybody's hands. But for whatever reason, whenever I was looking, just doing my research through stuff, it seemed like everybody had like the rose gold looking one, which I believe they call like Mystic Copper. And it almost looks pink. It's like copper, but like that's the one that they're pushing out. But like in all respects, I'm a guy. Pink kind of belongs to women. Let women have something. So it's like, can they have something? I don't want to walk around with a pink phone. So there's that. There's a black one as well, and the Mystic Green, man, which of course, naturally I was sold on the green, man. Like I said, it's better than what I had. It's clean. I'm really, really happy about it. One of the best phones I've heard on the market right now. And again, no shade or nothing towards Apple, but yeah. One of the things I also did notice about this too is there was no headphones, which is, again, I understand. We're kind of in an age of, everything is wireless, people, but there wasn't even wireless headphones with this. There was no headphones at all. It was my phone, and of course the pen was already in there. And I literally looked for the pen because, as you see, the pen's on the box. I done grabbed the box about 5 times. So the pen had me. I'm like, oh, the pen's in there, huh? It's kind of cool. Man, I'll probably never use the pen. I'll probably never use it. But so seeing it, I'm sitting there looking like, am I missing something? And then, if you look, it tells you the contents of the box on the box. And I was just like, oh, there's not even supposed to be any headphones. So there is no headphones that come with this. But hey, no shade, no game. I enjoy the phone. Hopefully you guys will too. If you guys end up getting one, or if you're an Apple person, hey, let me know that you're strictly Apple. You might be anti-Samsung. Who knows? But peace and love, and I thank you guys for tuning in, and I catch you guys on the next one.